welcome to the 8th episode of the Brave News channel. I'm your host, Shali, and we're here with Anthony.
Hey.
And as we explained in the previous videos for this episode, Rizky won't be joining us today, so we'll actually have Anthony answering all of our questions.
Don't shoot the messenger. No. Just saying that now.
He will do a great job, so just give him a break. But of course, in this video, you will get all of the updates and information for our awesome application, Brave Frontier Global, available to you on iOS, Android, Amazon Kindle, and also Windows Phone. So this time around, the video is going to be about the community. Yeah. You guys, all the fan art, all of the questions, it's all about you. So very excited to just dive straight to it. Let's start with the fan art, shall we?
Yeah.
This time around, the author's name of all the pieces you're gonna see on your screen is Kimi. Kimi. And you can see on the screen we have the BUREFUROA sisters, which are Elsa and Alice's sisters. They are on a field somewhere.
Very nice.
Yeah, but they look very pretty. They're very detailed.
Yes.
Very, very detailed. And even though they're sisters, they all look quite different from each other.
They probably just dye their hair or something.
That's possible. Nobody said that it wasn't possible in the Brave Frontier world. But I do believe that they also may have had different mothers. Because I think Elsa and Alice may share the same mother, but not everybody was as fortunate.
Okay.
I think the Emperor was just a player. So.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Totally agree. Okay. And then below the BUREFUROA sisters, you can see Sephia and Kikuri cuddling in the bed.
It's like a little calendar.
It does. It looks like it was either a fan-made calendar or maybe perhaps this is an illustration that came from us. I'm actually not quite sure in that. But it looks great regardless. And they look so innocent and so cute. I really, really like it.
Tell me a little bit about Kimi.
Yes, Kimi does a lot of Brave Frontier artwork because he really likes animation and he also likes just doing fan art in general, and he likes the doujinshi manga. Okay. If you don't know what that is, look it up. I'm not gonna explain it on this show, but holler if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so he actually takes about 2 to 4 hours to do a piece of artwork if he has like all the poses ready and he knows where he wants to go with the artwork. But at some point in time when he was doing the fan art, he got commissioned by some people to do specific fan art, and fan art that was not necessarily safe for work.
Be careful when you're visiting his DeviantArt. Just FYI.
Yeah, but I mean, it's awesome
art.
Stuff.
Yeah, it is art.
It's awesome stuff regardless. Mm-hmm. And that's, I think, how he probably got a little bit of his fame, was because he kind of like delved into that territory. Okay. But it's awesome stuff still, and it looks great. Thank you so much for letting us share it on our show. And some of his favorite units are Aris and Lukina, and he's fond of Lukina because apparently she's very cool and beautiful at the same time. And I agree. I love girls who are cool and beautiful at the same time, because it shows that girls can be powerful and pretty, not just pretty.
At first I heard Lugina at the very start. I heard that, I was like, really?
Lukina.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, no, he wouldn't make a very
pretty
girl. No.
Unless you really made an effort, wig, lots and lots of makeup.
It would have to be like a really
lots of alcohol.
Like a whole production set would be needed, I think. And his attitude would not help.
No.
At all. No. But the thing that I liked most about Kimi was that he left us with some really good advice about 2 other artists to pursue their works and what it is that they like, and he advised that you should just do whatever it is that you like to do, whether it's profitable to you or not. It's about doing what you love and not about what kind of money you can get out of it.
Sure.
And just don't let anybody get to you. People are gonna say whatever they're gonna say, and they're gonna probably criticize you for doing what it is that you like to do. But you just gotta give it your 100%, and just don't stop until you meet that goal.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's you could say that for anything. You know what I mean? Just like keep going. People are gonna say whatever they want. Just throw it over your shoulder and get on with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Get done.
So do what you want to do. Pursue the kind of art that you want to do. Pursue the type of career choice that you want, and just believe in yourself. have confidence, and everything's gonna be fine.
Brave Frontier life lessons.
Yes.
You get that for free.
The more you know. All right, so that was all for our fan art. Thank you again so much for letting us share your artwork on our show. We really appreciate it. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the questions, the brave answers. And
awesome.
Again, Anthony is going to be playing the part of Risky today while I read off the questions. So are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Are you ready for this?
I am, basically because Ritsky has kindly answered in advance as usual. So I think I'm prepared.
We should be well prepared. Let's
Sure.
see how it goes. Let's give it a run.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the first question that we have here is, are any new collaboration events planned to come soon?
Yes, and that's because generally we're always looking at collaborations inside Gumi, you know?
Yep.
The thing is, so, I mean, you can't just go to a company and say, hey, you want to swap IPs? That'd be really cool.
True story.
It doesn't work like that.
True
There's
story.
a lot of contracts, you know?
Paperwork.
Yeah, it's not fun. I speak from firsthand.
Yes, I know you do.
So, you know, but we do have some really cool stuff really upcoming, hopefully sooner rather than later. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy that. If
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not going to say anymore.
No, we probably shouldn't.
It's so close to, I really want to, but no, it'd be
Because
better.
we don't know. It's hard to, keep secrets from you guys because we really want to get, all hyped up for all the cool stuff that is coming. But we have to make sure that we don't say more than we're supposed to, because then we get in trouble.
Sure.
And we don't want to get in trouble. So
But
yeah,
some really good stuff.
coming soon.
Yeah.
Cool stuff coming soon. Okay, next question. The implementation of the 3 gems and divine summon gates seems pretty interesting. Is it planned to occur every month, or will there be any other ideas for this?
So, you may have noticed for the most part that a lot of this stuff, there's been a lot of different types of summon events and promotions.
Yes.
And basically that's because we are always trying to improve our summon events to be better, and that comes back from a lot of the feedback that we get from users as well. So the Divine and 3 Gems rare summons are just one of the improvements we are trying to currently implement. And we're actively reviewing our gates and trying out new mechanics which we hope players can enjoy.
Right.
A lot of this stuff is trial and error. Always trying to kind of bring something new in. You gotta let people play around with it, see how they react, and based off that, then you can adjust. I mean, this is game design 101, right? I mean, just bring it out there, let people try it out, adjust based on the feedback and stuff. So.
Yeah. And I'd like to say we're pretty good about that. Like all of the feedback that you guys give us, we always try to, use that to fuel our next events and our next promotions and things like that. As you can see, there was no more Frosty Gate. Everybody hates the Frosty Gate. We know. I hate it too personally because I got like 3 Frosty Gates and got nothing out of it. So I feel your pain. I understand. I don't think the Frosty Gate is coming back with all of the feedback that we got on that area. But we are trying other things, as you guys saw, like the more that you summon, the summon rate increases. For example, like you summon once and then the summon rate doubles or things like that. So we're trying different things to keep the ratios fair, at the same time trying to provide you with the units that you like in a balanced format. Of course, it doesn't work perfectly every time, but that's why we try to test different events and things like that to find out what it is that works and what makes you guys the happiest. So we're working on all that stuff, definitely. Okay, so number 3. Could you do a semi-permanent karma dungeon at half energy cost and twice the experience?
So this is actually a good question.
It is.
Especially for players that are just like coming in and, want to kind of get to the good stuff faster. So one of the things that has been considered is making it similar to, for example, when you pay for a key and you want to get like more elements for evolutions and stuff like that. So one of the things they considered for the Karma Dungeon is actually to have it key tied to a key. So we could consider something like that, especially to help new players level up faster. We would probably be looking at something like a key system in the parades for this. In general, we are looking for a way to push new players to level up faster, as the recent game content is mainly catered towards high level players. So it's not just the key thing that they're looking at, but also looking at other instances in which players can help level up.
Right. Yes, and I think a karma dungeon like that would be definitely very helpful for beginner players. But again, I don't think it would be something that they would be able to run all the time, because then there would just be like super OP players like everywhere trolling on the beginners and stuff like that, on like arena and like challenge arena and places like that. And so I think, you know, putting in place that key system would serve as moderation, and then you would just, you know, get a key. I don't know whether they would make the keys free available like through the administration office, just like the jewel keys and the metal keys. I'm not sure where the key would come from, but using up a certain amount of keys to access the dungeon, just like the parades, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense so that, you know, we can filter out some of the players. If you really wanted, you'll find the key and then just head to the dungeon. But it would be cool. I could use that a lot. I would really like to boost my player rank if possible. So
I was stuck in cost. Cost is my enemy.
Yeah, cost is always a problem. Like if you're not high enough of a level, you can't use all of the units that you have evolved. Like you think it's like, oh, I got all the materials for the unit, and you evolve the unit, and then you don't realize you don't have enough cost in your squad, and then you can't even use the unit.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare every time that happens.
Big issue for me.
Sad. Let's do our best. Let's keep it going. Okay, question number 4. Can you explore the possibility of a guild system and some interesting game modes to go along with it?
So this is an interesting answer. We are actually on a planning phase for a guild system at this very moment.
That's between you and us.
And YouTube.
And YouTube. Yes.
There will be basic guild organizations, guild versus guild battle, this is crazy, and other modes which emphasize guilds as a community. As building a guild system is a huge task in terms of development, we are planning to release it in phases. Please stay tuned for more updates.
So
this is kind of a major thing, right?
It's a huge deal, I'm not gonna lie. That's a whole nother function being inserted in this game that is not available in the Japanese version. They don't have guilds in the Japanese version. Yeah. Well, they're our buddies. We can't really, put them down. But like, we are allowed to be proud of the global version. So yeah. So that sounds awesome. You would be able to like play with other people that would be like your squad.
Yeah.
And then you would like set off and do things together. Like, I don't know how far it's gonna go. Like maybe they'll have like raids for like guild groups, and then you could like do a raid with like on real time. I don't know how far this is gonna go. I'm just like speculating.
Sure.
But just the idea of a guild itself is really awesome.
Yeah, it'd be really cool, especially player versus player stuff going on there. Sounds like
people are always excited about the player versus player.
Yeah,
it's all about player versus player. So that's awesome. Awesome news. Number 5. Now that the NRF batch is complete, or the first 6 units have been released anyway, what are your future plans for global exclusives? And I did touch a little bit on this in the previous video, but Anthony, could you fill us in on that?
As announced in this episode, we are developing a side story for the NRF series. After that, we will be working on a new series with a much darker theme.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like dark themes.
I do too. I just hope it's not like too dark.
Well, how did you feel about the Valentine's event?
I really liked it. I'm not gonna lie. Their story was pretty dark, but I really enjoyed it. But I don't know if I enjoyed it so much just because of the story, or it was the combination of the story and the imagery. You know, the design of the units themselves. I just thought it was like perfect.
Sure.
So I'm really interested to see where it's going this time.
So, a dark theme, I always enjoy a good dark theme. So this doesn't mean that the NRF series is at its end though, since we plan to keep it open for further development. And should the time permit. So like basically like you were saying before, it's like, well, NRF is not over. But right now it's not the core focus in terms of units coming up.
Right. So we are trying to move on to something that is new. We're not completely trying to terminate the NRF series, but at the same time that we say that we can't promise any more content from the NRF series right now. We're going to leave it open in hopes that we can expand on it in the future. But first of all, we're going to need to find the time to actually extend on that. So it's all dependent on whether or not our team is going to have enough time to really milk the Enoroth story for all that it's worth. So.
Sure.
Yes. Okay, and I think we're on the last question here, number 6. Will there be global exclusive units for Anthony, Shali, and Ritsuki?
Well, this is a great question. I definitely seen the requests for Shali. I don't remember seeing Anthony or Ritsuki mention it though, so I appreciate whoever put those names in that question. Thank you.
Team.
You're certainly my favorite person ever. We wish. I don't like this answer at all. We wish, what? But unfortunately, our team members currently have their hands full with global exclusive and open collaborations. No! Fix it! We would appreciate it if players could help us in designing a unit for us, though. Well, I'll tell you, yeah, sure. If you guys want to create a character based on me, that would be great.
I would love to see that. If anybody can draw like a cute Brave Frontier version of Anthony, oh my god.
Or Shali as well.
I would love it.
We have the
I would love it. I would love it. Yes, I believe the user MechGod did a whole like status and skill like description on the last video, asking me to take a look at it. I did see it, and thank you so much for going through the trouble of like, making every single very thorough. So thank you so much for that. Just building a unit from scratch is very hard, and trying to come up with the right ideas for that unit's particular like skills or attributes, and then trying to find the game balance also with those attributes is a little bit tricky. So I don't know that if we made that unit, I don't know that we'd be able to use the exact same things that were proposed in that comment.
That was really cool though.
It was. I mean, I really appreciate it. It was really moving. Thank you so much for doing that. And
let's attach a picture to it now. So you got to make you got to do the image next, right?
It would be so cool. I would love to see it. And maybe even like pick a favorite, but I don't want to pick like a favorite if it means like, party from you guys. I love you all equally.
Let's just feel like we could just like a part of our community section. We'll just feature all the art, assuming that it's good, it's nice,
and not like offensive.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's keep it PG, people.
Yeah, let's do our best.
Definitely, we would love to see it. If you have any ideas, like MechGod had, just again put them in the comments. If you are inspired enough to actually like do a quick sketch of what we would look like as a Brave Frontier unit, we would be totally thrilled. We would love it. So please do.
Awesome.
Okay, and I believe that is all for our questions. We are going to move now to the Brave poll. And the Brave poll this time around, the question that we are asking you guys is, which global exclusives would you like to see reach their Omni evolutions? So in this episode, we did mention that one of the new global exclusive units, Azurai, he will be the first unit to have an Omni evolution. But which other ones would you like to see? Because we have a lot of global exclusive units. We have, the Halloween units. We have the new spring units that just came out the other day. We have the Easter units that were also out the other day. We have a lot. So why don't you follow the link on the screen, and it'll take you to a place where you can actually vote for the unit that you would like to have see evolve into an Omni evolution, and let's see who wins, and maybe the one who wins, something will happen. I can't promise you that. I never promised it. I'm just saying that maybe perhaps in the future.
It's all good info. It's good to know.
Yeah. So leave it in the comments as well. Sierra. I love Sierra, but I am more of a Samira person. I love Samira. Halloween is my favorite holiday. I'm crazy about those units. No, what?
Make me sick.
Don't be a hater. That's all we have for you guys this time around. Please check out BNC number 9 when it comes out next month. And leave your comments and your questions in the comments. Also on Facebook. Sometimes, again, we're watching you, Reddit. We know you're there. Sometimes we get questions from there too, so don't be shy. Reach out to us. We'd love to hear your comments. We'd love to hear your feedback. And we'll see you soon.